What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder, coming to you on this Tell the Truth, Talk to Me Tuesday. That's what we do. Every Tuesday, we tell the truth, and I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to tell you like it should be told or needs to be told, like Petey Green said in the movie Talk to Me. We want to talk to you. We want to give you some insights, some wisdom, some ideas, hopefully, that will assist you in being able to be a stronger entrepreneur, a stronger leader. That's what we're here to do. We're in the lab. Got my walk in. I couldn't do the walk. I couldn't do the video outside today, or didn't do the video outside. Need to do inside because it's getting ready to rain. So I didn't want to take a chance in it pouring down rain and have to come inside. So I figured I would just do it on the inside today. So y'all know what we're here to do. We're gonna hop right to it. We are in our 10 secrets to create brand sustainability series. We did it last week. We did we talked 5 days last week, and we're going to finish out the series out this week. So if you want to if you want to see the videos from last week, I need you to go to my to my YouTube channel. I'll put it in the link. I'll put the link in the description. So all you got to do is click on it. You can go in there. You can look up. I have all of my YouTube digital content that's in there. The one from last week is at the top, so you should be able to find it really easy. The 10 secrets to create brand sustainability. That's what we were talking about last week. We're talking about this week. We talked about having purpose-driven branding. We talked about having a consistent brand identity. We talked about customer-centric approach, having a customer-centric approach. We talked about innovation and adaptability. We talked about quality and reliability. Yesterday, we talked about transparency and authenticity. Today, I want to talk about sustainable practices. What sustainable practices do you have built into your brand? What is it that you have? What systems in place? What processes do you have in place in order to be able to create this sustainability that we are talking about? You want to think about, as an entrepreneur, sustainability is in all aspects of your business or your brand. From your sourcing materials to your production processes and beyond. What are those things that you have built in that create the sustainability? If you look at any successful company, any successful business, if you were to look into their sustainable practices, I promise you that's why they are successful. Coca-Cola is successful because of its sustainable practices. Apple is successful because of its sustainable practices. And I was thinking about this today, this morning as I was walking. There's so many successful brands or sustainable brands because of their sustainable practices. Excuse me. So you want to, customers, your clients, those that you serve, are increasingly becoming eco-conscious. So that should be a part of your sustainable practices as well. You want to make sure that you have that in there. And a lot of clients or a lot of potential customers, they prefer brands that have an eco-conscious, which means you have processes that are more eco-friendly. I have one of my clients. She was very eco-conscious with utilizing paper. So as a consequence, she made it so much easier for her clients to not have to use print paper, to print things out. They could do everything pretty much digitally. There were some things that you just absolutely have to have, that weren't that you had to use paper for and print out and everything. But the majority of the what she provided for her clients was eco-friendly. So what did she do? She had a system in place. She created this eco-friendly system process that she had that allowed her to be able to be what her clients needed. Hey, morning, Doc. Thanks for tuning in. For her clients, she shows up for her clients, and in a way that made her clients loyal to her because they were eco-friendly. They wanted to be able to have a way in which they could actually. What's up, D? Morning. They wanted to have a way in which they could actually not have to print out things and not have to have all of these papers and filings and stuff like that. And think about it. Think about it. When you with her business, because she was in the property management industry, she didn't have to have the boxes and boxes of stuff that I've seen that we in property management that you do have to have in order to be able to, you keep records and all of those things. But if you're able to keep digital files, then you don't have to have a room full of boxes, which we had before, room full of boxes that had all of the files from previous clients that you had. So now, having that kind of process in place, digital files and processes in place, you make your business a lot more eco-friendly for those that you serve, and specifically for those that want to do business with those that are eco-friendly. So you wanna also understand too that that having, or what this demonstrates. Understand this, that what it demonstrates to those that you serve. It demonstrates a commitment, to the to the environment, one, but also a commitment to them, to making it a lot easier for them, to those that you serve. And it also shows that you have social responsibility. So that's the beginning. Now let me show you 3 ways that by having these sustainable practices in place, what are the benefits of doing that, and how you can go about having what that looks like for you. So what you want to do as an entrepreneur, you want to create a sustainable brand by developing an integrated business ecosystem, like I said, that encompasses those that might be your suppliers, those that work for you, those that work with you. Because what that does, by fostering that close relationship with them, or having that collaboration within that ecosystem, you ensure that all everybody that's in your ecosystem, that they adhere to the values and sustainable goals that you have, that they have. Everybody's in lockstep and key, and the process becomes a lot easier. It becomes easier because you know your responsibility, they know their responsibilities, and it makes your business run and flow a lot faster, a lot easier. Let me give you an example of this. You can implement a supply chain transparency by making sure that blockchain technology allows you to be able to track the origin of sustainability of materials, or the process in which where something is. I'll give you an example. I worked for this company a long time ago. And we had physical workers because they worked in a manufacturing plant, and we had people that worked in different areas. But what would happen was, we would have to have a system in place in order to be able to track the invoice that we sent to the companies that our employees were working for them. Well, that worked for us because we had a system in place, but it did not work for those companies. And these are Fortune 500 companies, y'all, which boggled my mind. And I was just like, and this is one of the reasons why I wrote my book, The Customer is Not Always Right, because it was some of the most disorganized corporations were some of the biggest ones that didn't have these supply chains and processes and systems, ecosystems in place in order to be able to be successful and be sustainable. So when I would create the invoice, or when we would create the invoice, and I would send the invoice to the company to be paid, let's say they had they had 5 of our employees, right? I'm just use a small number. They had 5. They have 5 of them, and those 5 employees worked in different parts of the manufacturing company. So when the invoice would get sent to them, that invoice would have to be signed by all 5 departments. Now you can imagine the difficulty in tracking that if you don't have a system. And that's exactly what it was. It was very difficult for us to be able to figure out where the invoice was or who had the invoice because they didn't have a tracking system. They didn't have a sustainable practices in place in order to be able to know where that invoice was, so that it could be signed by the next person, and then get its way back to us. So if you can imagine, our accounts receivable was so out of whack. Why? Because we spent a number of times trying to track down where the invoice was, who had it, who still needed to sign off on it. It was utterly ridiculous. I thought it was one of the worst things that you could encounter. So the importance of having an integrated business ecosystem is crucial to being sustainable, because one, if you, just the example that I gave you, if you don't have that sustainable system in place, your accounts receivable will be all over the place. Your accounts payable will be all over the place. And you will have no organizational structure for being able to pay your bills and get paid. And all of us know, as an entrepreneur, the way that you create a sustainable business is knowing how your money's coming in and how your money's going out. Where it's coming into and where it's going out to. The company that I had to deal with, they didn't know where their money was going out to, because they had no tracking system. They just paying invoices, and they had no way of knowing how they were generating money. I don't know how they were generating money, because I was just concerned with them paying the money. We were doing, it was receivables on our end, but it was payables on their end. So you must have, if you're going to have create brand sustainability, you must have a system, a brand business ecosystem in place. Have that where if an invoice comes in, you know where it's flowing to. It's going to this place first, this place second, this place third, and it's going to make its way back. Or just in general, the systems in place for creating emails, for creating doing the things that you have to do on a daily. Having in this 21st century, you want to be as automated as possible. Not saying everything is going to be automated, because I truly don't believe that you have to be fully automated, because I think that takes away the personal connection that we have with those that we serve. And I believe that's crucial. That is a vital part of brand sustainability. Who wants to be, who wants to deal with a brand that you can't touch people at any point? I talk about, y'all know, that company I always mention all the time that I had to deal with, it is very difficult to get someone on the phone. I just had that instance last week where I was trying to reach a company because of an application that me and my family were trying to put in, and something happened with while I was filling out the application, and I couldn't call them until the next morning. I go and call them the next morning, and the number is not valid, or it wouldn't even pick up. So I don't know what the deal was with the phone. They didn't want any phone calls, is what I seriously believe. But what are those sustainable practices that you have in place? If you're going to ask someone to fill out an application for a grant, don't you think that it would be, and I get it, you have a whole lot of people calling about the grants or the application, and you might be too lazy or don't have the labor in order to be able to receive the phone calls. And that, to me, it irritates me If you don't have the labor, then you need to not be taking or doing not be doing what it is that you do. That's just as bad as going to Popeyes and them telling you they don't have no chicken. Yeah, it's that serious. What processes? What's up? What's up, Charlie? What's up, bro? What good is it to have a business if you aren't going to have the sustainable practices in place to keep you moving forward? Take a look at those businesses that don't have sustainable practices. And I promise you, they won't be in business that long, or won't be they're not in business that long. So that's number one. Number two, you want to have standardized, transparent processes. You want to establish standardized processes and procedures that prioritize efficiency, accountability, and sustainability. This includes creating detailed operational manuals, sustainable guidelines, and detailed operation and conduct transparently and responsibility. You want to have regular audits and reports on what you do, the processes that you're doing, to make sure that they are up to date, that they're properly in place, and the impact that they're having on your business. Are they having a positive impact? Are they having a negative impact? Can you do this better? Does this need tweaking? You have to look at those. You got to look at your processes consistently if you want them to be efficient. And by maintaining a high standard and clear communication, you can demonstrate your commitment to sustainable practices and build a reputation for reliability and excellence. If you don't take anything from today, I want you to take these two words: reliability and excellence. Reliability shows people that they can count on you. They can count on your product. They can count on your service. They know what they're going to get each and every time. And excellence. That is one of my brand values, but it's also one of my personal value system. It is a part of my value system. It is a part of my belief system. You must operate in excellence. Reliability and excellence. If you have those two words as a part of your sustainable practices, I promise you, you will create brand sustainability. Brand sustainability is the name of the game, and you get there by having reliability. And by creating reliability. That means if you're going to do something, you do something. That means if you have a certain product that has a certain standard, you must keep that standard. And if you're going to operate in excellence, then that means you operate in excellence in every aspect of your business, of your brand. Morning, Pastor. Morning, Cap. Thanks for tuning in. That's how you create the brand sustainability. So that's number two. I want you to have that all day today. I want you to think about reliability and excellence. That's what we're operating at. I told you, we tell the truth on Tuesday. I'm talking to you about how to create brand sustainability. And the third one, number three, and then we're done, is continuous improvement and innovation. You want to adopt a culture of continuous improvement and innovation to enhance your sustainability. Those who constantly improve, those who constantly innovate, are those that have sustainability. Those are the businesses that are around for years and decades to come. This involves regularly assessing, refining your business practices to increase efficiency, reduce waste, and improve your social outcomes. And also to be able to reclaim your time. The more efficient you are, the more time that you have to be able to do the other things to create the sustainability. You can implement systems such as, you can implement systems that actually give you more efficiency and enhance your product and service quality. If you're doing that, That's how you create the improvement. You should always looking to see how your product can be better. One of the things that made that makes Apple, yeah, I know he on here, so I'm gonna say it, that makes Apple the company, not the phone, y'all, the company that makes it so great is Steve Jobs was constantly and consistently looking for ways in which he could improve and innovate his products. That, to me, that's the standard. When I think of the brand sustainability, I think of an Apple. I think of a Marriott. I think of brand Jordan. Believe it or not, I think of a brand Jordan. It's had its sustainability because they chose to do these actual things. And by continuously innovating and improving, you stay ahead of the industry trends, you meet evolving customer expectations, and you maintain a competitive edge while reinforcing your brand's commitment to sustainability. And that's what those that you serve, I promise you, are looking for. I don't care what industry it is. That's what customers want. That's what clients want. They want you to show them that you're reinforcing your commitment to sustainability. They want you to show your commitment to constant improvement, innovation, showing that what they say matters. And you even want to have, as a part of your sustainable practices, you should have a means of being able to connect with your clients and with them telling you what it is that their needs are, what it is that you can do better. Getting that feedback from them will allow you to be able to have sustainable practices, because you'll use their input, you'll use what it is that they give to you or talk to you about in order to be able to be innovative and to be able to make those improvements that you need to make or want to make with your business. Because you may go on and think that everything is fine, but according to your clients, it's not fine. Everything's not fine. So when you put these sustainable practices in place, when you have when you integrate a business ecosystem development where you have a system of flow in place, when you have standardized and transparent processes where they're clear, they're concise, they're consistent, it'll give you, as one of my mentors, Dr. Will, says, it'll give you what's on the front of the box. Because I've told this story before. He talked about Duncan Hines. And you buy that box, Duncan Hines has the recipe for sustainable, making great brownies. They've already created the formula. And they've had sustainability because they've created sustainability by showing you, hey, we have the recipe for how to create great brownies or cookies and all the other things, but I'm thinking about the brownies. I got a taste for brownies now, y'all. But for brownies, on the front of that box, if you want what's on the front of that box, here's the recipe. All you got to do is follow our recipe and you'll get those results. Here's what I'm telling y'all. I'm giving y'all the secrets this week. I gave you the secrets last week. In order to be able to create brand sustainability, you must have sustainable practices. That's one of the secrets. If you want the other secrets, you got to go to my YouTube channel. Because what are we doing? What we doing, D? Fit 500 subscribers, 30 days. I need y'all to do that for me. I need you to go to my YouTube channel, J&F Enterprises. You can put that in LLC, or you can put in my name, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. It'll come up. Hit the subscribe button, and you can get access to all of the digital content that I have around these types of unleashing your entrepreneurial excellence. This is the essence, the core of what entrepreneurial excellence is. Create brand sustainability. If you want to have sustainability, if you want to create it, if you want your business to be around for some years, and then create something that matters and makes a difference in this world, in your community, with others, do something substantial. You have to instill these principles into what it is that you do each and every day, y'all. Each and every day. I promise you, you'll be, my goal was my son, make you better by the end of the year than you were at the beginning of the year. You create that sustainability by incorporating sustainable practices, business ecosystem. That's your homework for today. What's your business ecosystem within your organization? Not the overall business ecosystem and who you do business with, even though that's a part of it, but inside, what processes do you create or have you created in order to be able to be sustainable? Take a look at that today. I want you to understand that. Y'all know what it is. If you want more assistance with this, of course, I want you to connect with me. I want you to be able to. We can sit down. We can develop a strategy for you. My entrepreneur briefcase has these types of sources within it, in order for you to be able to be successful, because that's the goal. That's the assignment. I did that, created that just for this purpose, so that you can create that sustainability for you, for your business, for your legacy, all of those things. So it's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. We're going to be right back here, y'all. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about community engagement. What does that have to do with sustainability? We'll talk to you about that tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace out.